Hey guys, it's good to be able to be with you today. I want to share a family devotion on prayer. So, all you need is each other and a Bible that you can follow along with me later on. So, today I want to share on prayer and how God hears and answers our prayers and how God can be there for us. So, in my 30 years of life, God has heard a lot of prayers and God always answers our prayers. I remember when I was searching for colleges, I felt a huge weight on my chest about making sure I chose the right place to go to school. I was going to spend a lot of time there. I was going to be doing a lot of learning, and I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. So I talked to a lot of people about that decision, and I did a lot of praying. And I always knew that God answered prayers. And as I've gotten older, I've learned that God answers that in different ways. Yes, no, and sometimes it's you need to wait. And that's not always an easy thing to hear. But when I was looking for colleges with my prayers and with talking with other people, I visited a lot of places. And I remember when I visited East Carolina, I just had a peace about myself. And I knew that that was going to be my home. And that was God's way of answering my prayer. And it ended up being my home for 4 years. And it was a wonderful home where I met wonderful people and experienced a lot of great things. And it led me to where I am today. But sometimes our answers to prayers aren't that clear. And it doesn't always come that easy. But the psalmist talks about that, about how God hears our cries for help and our cries for answers and our prayers. That's what I mean by cries. And so I want you to open your Bibles to Psalm 66, and we're going to read verses 1 through 9, where the psalmist is talking about how God hears our prayers and how God has heard prayers from the past and how God has responded or heard and answered those prayers. So let's turn to Psalm 66. And you can follow along with me. Shout to God with joy, everyone on earth. Sing about the glory of his name. Give him glorious praise. Say to God, what wonderful things you do. Your power is so great that your enemies bow down to you in fear. Everyone on earth bows down to you. They sing praise to you. They sing praise to your name. Come and see what God has done. See what wonderful things he has done for his people. He turned the Red Sea into dry land. The people of Israel passed through the waters on foot. Come, let us be full of joy because what he did. He rules by his power forever. His eyes watch the nations. Let no one who refuses to obey him rise up against him. Praise our God, you nations. Let the sound of the praise you give him be heard. He has kept us alive. He has kept our feet from slipping. God, you have put us to the test. You put us through the fire to make us like silver. You have put us in prison. You have placed heavy loads on our backs. You let people run over our heads. You went through the fire and water, but you brought us to a place where we have everything we need. So God not only answers our prayers, but he also holds our very lives in his hand. God keeps our feet from stumbling. He gives us everything we need. God is more powerful than anyone and everything that we know. God helps us avoid hurtful things, and he can help us avoid hurtful things through praying to him and listening to him. And sometimes listening to him means talking to other people who have wisdom, people in our lives who are faithful followers of God. God knows what we need, and he keeps us from stumbling. We can trust that God is there for us. We can sing praises to God. So today, I want you to encourage you to pray to God and know that he always hears you and that he will always answer you, and to listen for those answers. And the way I want to end today is I want to give your family some discussion questions to talk about prayer. And so here they are. Have each person in your family share how God has answered a prayer in their life. Have everyone talk about something for which they are praying. And if you have younger friends in your family, something that they want to pray for. And then in your time together, praying, giving thanks that God always hears our prayers. offer praise for all the things that God has done for us. Friends, I miss you. I can't wait to see you soon. Know that I am praying for each of you and your families, and let me know what I can be praying for you about. Until I see you again, miss you guys. Bye.